movie or not, sleeper cells in the country, and maybe there are, and maybe they'll start shit, but I do disagree with his timetable. He thinks when it's warm, I think it's more sooner, but you know how that goes. Alright, let's check out. Randall's got a video here on Rumble. It's about 9 minutes long. We're going to check out. And you can post the link, Randall, if people can subscribe if you're on Rumble. And if you're on YouTube, you can share that link too. Let's make this bigger.
Be honest, how many times have you looked in the mirror for that in 30 seconds without a single dentist visit? Sounds...
The real reason you're stiff after sitting.
You can live a very...
Because sitting sucks.
Getting.
Good evening, good morning, good day, wherever on earth you are. RC Anon. And one of the things I bring to the podcasters is just an affirmation from a retired firefighter, from a public insurance adjuster specializing in fires. There are many other things in my background that don't apply to this subject. Feature, if you will, America in the 1940s. That had an attack on Pearl Harbor by the Japanese, and the next day, hundreds of thousands of Americans went to war. 9/11, once again, many enlisted immediately after 9/11. But now we have a Hiroshima scale, scorched and flattened Lahaina. Media delivers the electrical company's the problem, and it's global warming did it. No. I was an Austin firefighter for 15 years, from 1980 to 1995. This at Lahaina was no wildfire. This time the whole world witnessed the weapon being used. This war is now visible to all of us. And a call to action. Hello? Crickets. I had to stop. I've been watching Michael Jaco. Thank you, Brother Mike. Phil Godlewski, SGNon. The other family of broadcasters that those guys are on with. Continuously since this Lahaina thing. I'm not here to get a big audience, but I am here to speak up. And I think if all of us take the time to register what your thoughts are about this right now, put it out there. We're dealing with levels of consciousness that are destroying us, and levels of consciousness that are actually conducive to life of ourselves and those around us. And we're dealing with an attack on so many levels that our reality is so distorted that this happens in front of everybody and nothing is happening. Nobody's reacting. And the media. It's dangerous now when they say, it's global warming. Don't worry, it wasn't an attack. Well, you can't burn cars up. You don't melt engines and melt aluminum wheels all over asphalt. You can't burn up in your car to the state of skeletal remains and ashes while sitting on a road next to the Pacific Ocean on the front road in Lahaina. That ain't a wildfire. Wildfires don't start hundreds of houses at the same time, and they don't burn them completely to the ground. The temperatures involved in these are 2,000 to 3,000 degrees, and that doesn't happen in wildfire. When you look at the police blocking the roads from people being able to leave, and the water being shut off, and the fire chief has a heart attack, and the firemen are standing there with no water. One thing I'd like to know too, were there any fire department casualties? The last big one of these, there was 343 in New York. Hadn't heard about that. Anyway, I just want to register and put this out that no, that wasn't a wildfire. Neither was Malibu, Santa Rosa, Paradise, Boulder, Denver, Colorado. Anywhere you've seen these cars burned and melted, those are not wildfires. That's a weapon that's already established is available. Who's running the weapon? And how do we take that over? That's going to be, we really want to know. There was word on SGNon. He's got video of a firefight between the Marines and FEMA and the local law enforcement, where Marines were in there while the fire was going on, and there was gunfights where they were killing FEMA and the other personnel that were involved in looting and killing the natives in that area. The death toll's way wrong and being jacked with. And we also have, now they put a black fence all the way around Lahaina, all the way around there. No. Can't fly drones over there. Okay, so everybody needs to be ready. They were talking about a Black Swan event. This certainly is one of them. You think they can do better than this? If they've still got that goddamn thing that's burning us from the sky, yeah, they can. And so as the media goes on saying, yeah, time for some more masks and some more shots, and that was just global warming, we got a problem. It's time. It's time for something to start happening. And we have a faction of the military showed up with a silhouette of Trump on their shoulder patch on the Velcro. A unit that is evidently one of Trump's. Well, okay, so there's a little reveal, whatever that's supposed to mean. But we're standing here. There's a lot of us old guys too that can still get around, and we're ready to step in. And I fully believe that our military is in the midst of a battle that we're not seeing. We're just seeing pieces of it. This is a piece of it. Everybody buckle up. That was not a global warming fire. And we are not going back into masks. We're not going to get any more shots. And so things are coming to a head. There ain't going to be an election 2024. So God bless y'all. And we have to seek each other out and find patriots, because it's going to be our job to help explain this shit to the people that are still happy humming along. It's now gotten dangerous to not know the truth. God bless y'all. And I'll talk to you later. Randall Crow, RC Anon, this must be report number 9.
Alright. Good video, Randall. I appreciate you sharing that with us. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I just can't argue flat round earth. Not at this time of night. Ask me in the morning. We'll argue. I think we're not alone out there. I can tell you that. Couldn't tell you beyond that. So, your guess is as good as mine, but I'm gonna go with round. Can kick me in the nuts later. Yeah, there's a lot of pills out there, isn't there, Spaz? Red pills, flat pills. It's a weird world. Anyway, I think that's all we got tonight. Blessed Patriots. His channel on Rumble's there on the screen, Tressa. I'm not sure about YouTube. But, yeah, thank you to everybody we looked at tonight. James Reed's channel, Field McConnell, and Josh Reed, of course. What else? What else did we look at? What did we look at for? Derek Johnson. Good Patriots out there. We appreciate everything they do. Yeah. I hope you're all being nice to each other in the chat. Mikey. Mikey tries everything. I don't want to see anyone arguing about flat earth or round earth here. We got better things to argue about. Sure, we've watched the Follow the Cabal videos here before. We've watched quite a bit of things like that before. You circle around the things. There's a lot of good documentaries out there. I'm always open to learning about new ones too, so if you know about something good you think we'd all like to see, share it. I don't know, I'm not one to say whether we'd feel that force or not. The Earth is a massive, 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 massive object. So it's, it's a ridiculous argument. Yeah, that's alright. I take some getting to know too. Alright. I will see you all tomorrow evening, and I'll probably see some of you in the morning on Jerry's channel, hopefully. It's a good way to start the day. Pray on it. Just like Thor said, maybe you'll get your answer. Be surprised. Can we agree it's a heart shape? I'll accept that. I'll accept that. I'll take it. I always had great debates, except one. I had one bad debate, and it was about euthanasia. It's not a topic I like to debate. Somebody else was talking about Kash Patel today. I gotta see if I still got the message. Hang on. Okay. Phil McConnell said that Kash Patel is SES. What do you guys think? Wouldn't we know if he was SES? Senior Executive Service? Seems like we would, but I don't know. Phil McConnell's also got some interesting things to say about J.D. Vance, but you know what? He's probably right. He's probably right. Just because Trump tells you to trust people in his administration does not mean they're good people. He told you to trust Mike Pence too, didn't he? And then he, well, it's all part of a plan, guys. It's all part of a plan. Maybe, here's the thing, you want things to be equal at the end? Well, imagine after this awakening, or stuff starts happening, people on the right, they're gonna have big, expanded heads. We're right about everything. We knew it all. And then suddenly everyone on the right starts going down. Boom, 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 boom. That'll equal us up a little bit, won't it? You know, just theorizing. So, no, Paul Ryan was never a part of his administration. He was Speaker of the House, and he was the governor, and he had to step down after his plan with Mike Pence was revealed. Yeah, that. Absolutely, Randall. That would be awesome. That would be absolutely awesome. We are all awesome patriots here. Alright. It is 12:07 my time, which means it must be 1:07 there on the East Coast, Patriots. And now for a good old hit.
home Alabama all summer long. Catching all out from the dock, watching the waves roll off the rocks. She'll forever hold a spot inside my soul. We missed her in the sun, we couldn't wait for night to come to hit that sacred place of rock and roll. While we were trying different things, and we were smoking funny things, making love all around the lake to our favorite song. Sipping whiskey out the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow. Singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. Singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer Now nothing seems as strange as when the leaves begin to change. Oh, how we thought those days would never end. Sometimes I hear that song and I'll start to sing along and think, man, I'd love to see that girl again. And we were trying different things, and we were smoking funny things, making love out by the lake to our favorite songs. Sipping whiskey out the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow. Singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. Singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. Singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
All we say to America is be true to what you said on paper. But somewhere I read of the freedom of assembly. Somewhere I read of the freedom of speech. Somewhere I read of the freedom of press. Somewhere I read that the greatness of America is the right to protest for rights. We got some difficult days ahead. We are going to make our country great. I just want to do God's will. I may not get my way, but I want you to know and wait. That we are the people. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
I'm talking about genuine peace, the kind of peace that makes life on earth worth living, the kind that enables men and nations to grow and to hope and build a better life for their children. Not merely peace for Americans, but peace for all men and women. Not merely peace in our time, but peace in all time.